In this video, I'm showing you the best deck in Clash Royale.
You have interfered with our affairs for the last time.
Sinatra.
I am literally in the air right now, wrapping up a store. This first class, I am so new at this.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mars back with another Clash Royale video. And guys, in this video, I'm showing you the best deck in Clash Royale. We're going to be hopping into some battles today, and the reason I say that this is the best deck in Clash Royale is because the last 3 classic challenges I've played with it, I've gotten 10 wins, 11 wins, and a 12 win. I'm showing you a couple games that led up to me getting a nice 10 win classic challenge. But yeah, guys, this deck is just OP, and let's just hop into the games. All right, so starting off here, guys, we were 7-1, and we're hopping into this game right now against a baby beetle. So guys, we've got Electro Spirit, Barb Barrel, and then you have Zappies, Flying Machine, Goblin Cage, and the Fireball, along with the Royal Hogs and the Royal Recruits. The Royal Hogs Royal Recruits combo is my favorite combo in the game. I have both of these cards maxed out, but I still don't use this deck on ladder because I have a lot of the cards at level 9, like the Zappies. But yeah, guys, early against Baby Beetle here, we get a good Fireball there from the Flying Machine, and then the Flying Machine is going to lock on. I've been saying it in my live streams lately, but I honestly think the Flying Machine might be one of the best cards in the game. It's actually just really hard to defend. And even if you have a good player, sometimes if a Flying Machine's crossing onto their side of the arena, they'll mistime their Ice Golem or their Skeletons or whatever they try to use to distract it. So yeah, the Flying Machine can just always get so much extra damage that you otherwise wouldn't get with other cards. And as you can see, guys, here, Baby Beetle's coming in with Golem E-Barb.
Stop it. Get some help.
So this is going to be a good example of how to defend. And, you know, we do take out the bomber there with the Barb Barrel, but sadly the E-Barbs are going to win out there. And he committed a ton of elixir, so he's going to be able to take that left tower. But he did have to sacrifice his right-hand tower, and this game ends up to be one of the craziest games I've ever played. You'll see what happens here, guys, but Royal Recruits are pounding away at the King Tower.
No, that's a lot of damage!
And the Flying Machine is doing a great job on defense. I laugh here because I was starting to get kind of cocky, guys. I thought we had the win locked up, but it actually ends up being a little closer than you would think. But we do go with Royal Hogs, perfect timed with that Golem right there. And if the Flying Machine had locked on his King Tower right there, I think we would have just won the game straight up. But yeah, guys, another quick fact about this deck is that I have only gotten 4 12-win classic challenges in my entire Clash Royale career, and all 4 of them have been with Royal Hogs. Only one of them has been with this deck, but with this deck, I've played a few classic challenges lately, and I've gotten 10 wins, 11 wins, and 12 wins. I got 11 wins yesterday in my live stream. Some of you guys probably remember that. But yeah, this was looking a little bit scary. We do get him down to 373, but then his E-Barbs were coming in for the 3 crown, and he does take me to 1254 right there. So this isn't over, guys. He has Golem. At this point, I was still unsure. Maybe he could have Lightning, so I didn't want to let my King Tower get too low, but he is able to defend here, and we take him to 314, but then E-Barb's Baby Dragon is coming at me. He adds in the Lumberjack, and I have to go with Zappy's Goblin Cage Barb Barrel here. And we are able to defend once I drop that Flying Machine. But look, the Lumberjack and the E-Barb get on the tower. And then the Baby Dragon gets on the tower. But he spammed E-Barbs in the pocket. And I think that was his mistake because we were able to defend for only 4 elixir. But we did actually have to put those Zappies down. But finally here, guys, I think I found my opportunity to cycle 2 Fireballs. Again, Fireball only does 172. So you don't want to be playing it too early if you have a situation like this, but I end up cycling my Barb Barrel and my Electro Spirit, and then I believe my Flying Machine. Oh wait, we pull his Golem way far away with the Goblin Cage. We weren't going to let that get there, and we finally get back to that Fireball, but as you can see, guys, that game ended up to be kind of close, and luckily we get the 3 crown on that Golem player to go to 8-1. Yeah, so there it was, guys, 8-1 in this classic challenge, and honestly, guys, this is why I'm telling you that this deck is the best deck in the game. I'm not exaggerating. I've gotten 4 12-win classic challenges ever in my career. One of them has been with this deck, and all 4 of them have been with the Royal Hogs, guys. Again, I think that's kind of crazy given the fact that I never play Royal Hogs on ladder. We go with the Goblin Cage there after he goes for the Dark Prince. But yeah, guys, again, I never play Royal Hogs on ladder because I don't really have enough of the other cards maxed out, and you know that guy gets a good zap right there, so I go in for Royal Hogs here. But yeah, I just think that the Royal Hogs combo with the Royal Recruits and the Zappies and the Flying Machine. I honestly think it's the best deck in the game. It's when I'm using my main log bait decks, this is one of the decks that I least want to go against. And yeah, I mean, here we're able to get a good connection through where we take him down to 1300 and force out that Dark Prince, and then we're able to go with Recruits here. I actually don't know why I went with Recruits instead of a Goblin Cage, but I thought maybe he was going to have something that I wanted to pull, like a Balloon or a Ram Rider. Yeah, I actually forget what... Oh, he does have Ram Rider. So yeah, Anthony comes in with the Ram Rider, and that's why I wanted to keep my Goblin Cage, but I end up going with the Zappies here instead, and so he does get one hit right there. Not a charge, just a regular hit. But at this point, the Royal Recruits are doing so much damage to both sides that we can pretty much just leave that E-Wiz, let it get 2 hits. And then I forget if I go in for Royal Hogs here, but he goes Bandit, so I just Goblin Cage for that. And yeah, guys, the Goblin Cage is not overpowered, I don't think, but it is, I think, one of the best buildings in the game. A lot of people think Tesla is up there, but that's another good reason why this deck is so good. Flying Machine locks onto the tower, and yeah, he has to go for minions there after, but we still take that tower completely out. I thought it was going to stay at 4 for a second, but that tower's gone, guys, and wow, with the other tower only at 428, this is looking kind of rough for Anthony right here. I don't think this is a good matchup for him either because we have Zappies, Goblin Cage, and it's not like he has Mega Knight or anything. If he had like Mega Knight bridge spam, then maybe he would have had a better chance here, but...
You done messed up, Aaron!
Yeah, guys, he just didn't really have all the counters that he needed, and we're able to take both of his towers right there to go to 9-1 in this Classic Challenge. So yeah, this game's pretty much over, guys. I forget if he gives up and if we get the 3 crown or not. But yeah, it looks like he didn't really give up here at the end, so we weren't quite able to get the 3 crown. He's able to defend just enough there, but... that was still a dominant win for 9-1. So guys, as you see right here, I did unfortunately take an L to go to 9-2, and the L was actually against E-Giant. E-Giant is something you'll see a lot in Classic Challenges once you get up near the top of the challenge, but I wanted to show this last game to go to 10-2 because this game is also against E-Giant, and I wanted to show you like the more correct way to play against E-Giant. So it's okay to cycle your Goblin Cage against the E-Giant because you have Zappies and enough other stuff in single elixir, like you can use a Flying Machine where they have to tornado it in, because they're not really going to be able to go E-Giant Lightning at the bridge in single elixir, and if they did that, then you could literally just play Royal Hogs in the other lane and you'd probably take their tower because they can't just spend 14 elixir in one lane and be able to defend anything. But here we're able to go for the Electro Spirit pull there on that Dark Prince. And yeah, guys, the Zappies are just doing really well here. And I kind of thought he had E-Giant at this point, so I go for Split Royal Hogs, thinking that he might just Tornado anyway to activate King Tower. But it looks like he doesn't Tornado there, and I was a little bit surprised about that. But we are able to take him down to about 2,000 on both sides. And again, even though I thought this was E-Giant, I wasn't too worried about using the Goblin Cage because... if he went in, I would probably just go like Flying Machine and Zappies, and he wouldn't be able to tornado everything into the E-Giant. You have to make sure that they're not able to just tornado and get through on offense, but you guys will see. He ends up going for the E-Giant right here, and yeah, this is what you have to do. You have to have your Zappies in cycle and play them in a place where he has to tornado them in if he wants to take them out. And if not, we're able to just use the E-Spirit there. I actually missed right there, so one of my Zappies died, but then we're able to get the Goblin Cage down. And since we have a faster cycle than the E-Giant deck, we're going to be able to get back to that Goblin Cage when we need it. So we're almost into double elixir here, though, and we have almost no damage, so this was looking a little bit tough. He was playing good defense at this point, but we go with the Recruits in the back and get a big elixir advantage at this point. As you can see, we're up like probably 3 or 4 elixir right there, so I go with Zappies a little bit aggressively, knowing that it's hard for him to defend the Flying Machine and the Zappies because he has Lightning, so he can't really take all that stuff out, like if he had a Fireball or something. And we're able to take out the Baby Dragon, and if you just don't let them get a lot of value with their supporting troops, they're not really going to be able to break through with their E-Giant. So here we go, guys. E-Giant in the back. What do? I go with Royal Hogs right away, and he has to Tornado on defense right there, so that was big. I knew that I could use like a Flying Machine to help defend here, so I go with the Flying Machine in the way back, knowing that if he Lightnings here, he won't be able to hit it and the Goblin Cage. Look at that Goblin Cage placement right there, guys. That is a placement that you'll need to know if you want to beat E-Giant more often. with this deck because we pull it way over to the side. The flying machine was doing a lot of damage. He tornadoes there, but he's not able to hit the second flying machine. And yeah, Baby Dragon goes down, and guys, look, he's gotten almost no damage on my tower the entire game. I forgot what even got him that damage. It might have been like a tornado and like a Baby Dragon hit or something like that. But we give him the E-Giant Finger Guns emote. That's my favorite emote to use against E-Giant people. And again, guys, as you can see, they go E-Giant in the back. I go with Royal Hogs, Bar Barrel at the bridge, and even go with Flying Machine at the bridge too, because we have him pretty low here. And we're still barely going to allow any damage here, guys. Here's the formula. Zappies on the far left, or on the far edge of the arena, depending on what side they put it on. Use the Bar Barrel to kill the Ice Wizard, because they're usually going to back it up with that. And then if the E-Giant is still alive getting close to your tower, you can use the Flying Machine. So here I cycle a Flying Machine in a place where he'd have to tornado it, and it's going to keep hitting the E-Giant, and then we're able to get back to our Goblin Cage for that second E-Giant. But as you can see, guys, this game is still not over. Even though we've barely allowed any damage, we have his tower at 1,000. So it's not like we guaranteed the win yet or anything, but we do go Royal Hogs here with the Goblin Brawler and a Zappy coming in. And then we're just going to set up with Recruits in the back. If you go Recruits in the back and then you have your Zappies, they're just not going to be able to break through. As you can see, we go Zappies here and a Cage, and we pull all that stuff. And yeah, the Zappies are going to be able to take out the Dark Prince. E-Giant is getting pretty low because even though it destroys your troops when they're destroying it, you know, if you have Recruits and Zappies on an E-Giant, it's not going to be able to get through. Lightning just doesn't really get him that much value in this matchup, even though he could kill the Flying Machine with it. And as you can see, we're able to defend his overcommitment there and then counter push for the win here. And yeah, guys, that got me to 10-2. Pretty easy as long as you stick to that formula of how to counter the E-Giant with the Zappies and the Goblin Cage. And 10-2 right there, guys. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's battles, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to click like and subscribe right now. Doing those little things takes like 1 or 2 seconds, but benefits my channel tremendously, and I really appreciate it. Thanks so much once again for watching today's video on the best deck in Clash Royale. I truly believe this is the best deck in the game. It's the only thing that I've been getting 12 wins with, and I've been getting at least like 8 to 10 wins consistently in classic challenges with this deck, so I definitely recommend you try it out, and I really think it's the best deck in the game. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much once again for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Clash Royale live stream, and in a couple days with another Clash Royale video.